Hi, my name is Victoria Sparks, and I'm going to talk about the zones of regulation. So you might be familiar with this if you might have seen it before. It comes in a couple different formats. So I want to talk about these different zones and how to use them with your kid. So the first zone, so it's a spectrum of blue, green, yellow, and red. Okay, so the idea is that green is the zone that we want to be in. So I'll show you what green zone looks like, and we'll kind of talk about what green zone looks like. So happy, calm, ready to work, and okay. So I am good to go. I can do these things. I can work. I can listen to a teacher. I can think about what I'm saying, and I can learn. So this is the zone that you want to be in, and you want your kid to be in. And it's the zone we like for our students to be in when we're learning. It helps them to listen and to stay focused. So that's the green zone, and I'll pull back my zone chart. So that's kind of the hope, but sometimes when we get frustrated or tired, we go into the other zones. So the first step of frustration, the yellow zone, I need to take caution. So I might need a break. So I'm frustrated, I'm worried, I'm silly, or I'm annoyed. I can do these things. I can take a break. I can talk to an adult. I can do six-sided breathing. I can use a fidget tool. So if you are in the yellow zone and you need to get back to the green zone, you can use these items to get back to the green zone. The final level of the zones, that's upside down, is the red zone, and it means I need to stop. I am yelling, I am out of control, I am terrified, and I am angry. I can do these things. I can look at the size of my problem. I can talk to an adult. I can belly breathe, or I can take a walk with adult permission. So the red zone is a good way for your kid to, or your student to indicate, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm in the red zone. And that's a good time to offer a break or to help them take a deep breath, or maybe to step back and think about what the words they're going to use or what they're going to do. It's also a good time for a break. So the idea is that students will get back to the green zone by taking a break, taking a walk, using a fidget toy. In my classroom, we have a whole area of sensory, so it's slime and putties and squishy toys and toys that spin or things like that, whatever your student uses to kind of relieve some of that tension and frustration. And then we have the bottom of the spectrum, which is the blue zone. The blue zone says, I am running slow. I am sad or tired or bored or sick. I can do these things. I can take a break. I can talk to an adult. I can use my muscles, push a wall, or do some sit-ups or some jumping jacks. Or I can take a walk with adult permission. So by doing these things, you can return to the green zone. Unless you're sick. And then maybe you need a nap. You need to talk to an adult. And so this is the zones of regulation. A lot of the life skills people use these, or we use these in our classrooms. So it kind of helps kids to automatically identify how they're feeling. If I have a student who tells me I'm in the blue zone, I'm feeling really blue today, I can go, okay, you're what's going on? You know, can you point to one of these? Can you tell me, are you bored? Are you sick? Are you tired? If my student tells me they're tired, then I can, offer them a mat and a pillow. If my student tells me they're in the yellow zone, then I know that maybe they're worried or frustrated about something, or annoyed. Sometimes we're just silly, and I don't know why silly is in the yellow zone. I think it's because sometimes when we get silly, we might make some bad choices, so we need to use caution, take some deep breaths, before we make some choices. But we spend a lot of time in the silly zone in my classroom. If your student says they're in the red zone, then you can refer to that card and figure out, some of these are visual, they're out of control, they're yelling, things like that. So you can offer to take a break, or maybe use a fidget toy, things like that to help curb those kind of meltdown behaviors. So zones of regulation is kind of a cool tool. I hope you use it. All right, thanks.